Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video we are going to talk about Xiaomi, that is MI's recent launch on MI Note 10 Lite. So in this video we are going to talk about its specs and my personal recommendation on you taking this phone. So basically the first thing which we are going to see in this video is its primary specs. So primary specs in the sense there might be some people who's not so much interested in phones, but they'll pakka look into these specs and they just go for it. So for those people, this phone comes with 6.47 inches. It comes with 5260 mAh and it comes with 6GB, 8GB RAM of 128, 256 depending upon your variant. You can go for it. So this is basically about its primary specs. So next we are going to talk about its in-depth specs. So in depth, first we have to talk about its display. So this phone comes with AMOLED display, so capacity touchscreen. So basically it is full HD plus. So AMOLED display in the sense, if you go to older phones. So older phones, whenever you use your finger for touching the screen, you can just notice that your finger will be visible in the sense like a print. So that is basically why, because there will be a layer on top of your phone in those phones. But nowadays both the layers are combined and formed a single layer. So that single layer is divided into two. So basically all the phone comes either in AMOLED or in IPS LCD display. So this is the two displays which is available in market. And the next thing is here why AMOLED, in the sense that purely depends on the company manufacturers. So in the sense the company decides which display we have to choose. That's it. Basically if you take IPS, iPhones use IPS, whereas like OnePlus 8, MI, they all use AMOLED, Samsung and so. So that is basically here. And if you ask me more difference, if you're using brighter colors, then IPS is good, whereas for darker colors or in night vision and so, AMOLED is good. That's it. And the next thing which we are going to talk about is display is basically about its 16mm colors. So 16mm colors in the sense here you will be having 256 shades of red, green and blue. So all your photos will be so good. So this is the thing about its display thing. And we are going to next talk about its display in depth. So display in depth in the sense here it comes with aspect ratio of 19.5:9. So for those people who has no idea about aspect ratio, the thing is your phone size is 6.47 inches. It doesn't mean that your screen size is also 6.47 inches. So to know about your screen size and know this aspect ratio plays a very important role. So here 19.5 is your length and the rest 9.9 will be your breadth of your display. If you want more information, then please look for screen to body ratio. So in this phone the screen to body ratio is basically 88%. So if you take 100%, in that 88% will be your screen and rest will be your body. So this is basically about its display. And next in the display wise, next we are going to talk about its PPI. So PPI in the sense pixel per inch. So for those people who doesn't know PPI, if you use some cameras for taking photos and so, after taking photos, if you try to zoom it out in your phone, you might notice that your photo may not be so clear and there will be a blur image. That is due to this PPI. So in this phone the PPI density is basically 398, which is okay, not up to a mark. So because if you want PPI, then please go for maybe like more than 400. That will be so good. So that is basically about its PPI. And the next thing which comes in this line is basically about its refresh rate. So refresh rate in the sense, if you are some gamers or interested in gaming, you should pakka know about its refresh rate. Why? Because the main thing is you might have noticed that your data might be good or else your Wi-Fi connection might be good, but still your phone will be hanging while you're playing top-end games like PUBG and so. That is mainly due to this refresh rate. So in this phone the refresh rate is 60 Hz, which is okay, not too, like for 10 I can give like 5, that's it, in medium level. For gamers, please go minimum 90, at most 140, 120 and so. That is my personal request. So this is basically about the display about MI 10. So the next thing which we are going to talk about in this order is basically about its processor. So here it works on Android 10 and the processor used here is Snapdragon 730G. So with the help of that Snapdragon, you can come to a conclusion that this phone will not work on 5G. Please notice that this phone will not work on 5G. Only 4G is available, and this Snapdragon is combined with 6GB or 8GB depending upon your convenience, and there is no dedicated memory card slot or hybrid slot. So basically there is only dual SIM, that's it, and both the SIMs will work only on 4G. This is basically about its processor side, and then next we are going to talk about its camera. So here on the front side it comes with quad cam, so that is basically 4 cameras, and it comes with 64 plus 8 plus 2 plus 5. So your 64 megapixel will be your primary, whereas your 8 will be your ultra wide, and followed by 2 as your macro lens, whereas your 5 megapixel will be your depth sensor. So here the 64 megapixel is basically about its Sony sensor, so IMX686, which is to the top, so that is a cool thing. Whereas your selfie is about 16 megapixels, and irrespective of talking about its fingerprint, here the fingerprint is under the display. So this is basically about its camera side. And the next comes about its battery. So battery, in the sense here the battery is about 5260 mAh with wired fast charging of 30 watts. So the company has given an open statement that it can charge completely from 0 to 100 in 64 minutes. So that's good. So that is the thing. And the next thing which comes here is about its jack. So 3.5mm jack is available. Wi-Fi, all sort of Wi-Fi will work. A, B, G, N, AC, X, Wi-Fi 6, dual band, all sort of Wi-Fi's will work under this phone. So that is a cool thing. Whereas talking about NFC or infrared and so, all those things are available. If you ask what is infrared and so, it is a communication device which is used for communicating, like TV, phone to TVs or other devices around a certain kilometer, maybe like 4 centimeters and so, not kilometers, centimeters. So all those things are available. And the last thing which we are going to talk about, its price. So basically it comes around $400 and to $430, $420 depending upon the variants you choose. In our price it comes around like 28,000 to 33,000, 34,000 depending upon the variants. Whereas it comes in 3 colors, basically white, black and purple. And this phone will be launched soon after. Due to this coronavirus lockdown, there is a small delay in launching this phone. So this is basically about this phone. Now my personal recommendation, if you're interested in gaming or gamers and so, please don't go for this phone. Just don't see RAM and don't take a phone. Here the refresh rate is so less, so for gamers this phone is not a good option. Whereas for cameras or social media stuffs and so, you can use this phone. Plus please go to its top end model like 8GB 128 or 8GB 256 and so. So that is my personal request. And before ending this video, I just want to make only one thing clear. Please don't look on the brand and buy phones. That is my personal thing. Irrespective of any electrical goods or accessories and so, please don't look on the RAM or please don't look on the company name and just buy it. Please look into the specifications or comments, those who used it early, and then go for the right option. That is my personal request. So this is about MI. So MI's recent release. So hope so you like this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. So like this content, I'll just meet you in the next video. So till then, peace from K Square. Bye.